Guys, welcome to the channel. It's been very, very inconsistent from my side, and I apologize. I can only apologize. But some may say it was worth the wait. I disappeared, and guess what we got? Florian Wirtz is going to Liverpool. The here we go from Fabrizio Romano was confirmed just an hour or so ago. He will be a Liverpool player next season. He'll be wearing the red Adidas Liverpool kit, as you can see behind me. But guys, let me know your thoughts below. Florian Wirtz is going to Liverpool out of nowhere. Everybody was waiting for this news for the last 2 weeks. And finally, we get the news that we wanted from the most reliable journalist on this planet, Fabrizio Romano, confirming Florian Wirtz will be joining Liverpool. But guys, get your comments in below. What do you guys think? But it got me thinking, because I did a video, as you can see by the title, I did a similar video to this a couple of months ago, and I had some players in there that probably won't be at Liverpool next season. Had some players that you know that we were linked with that we could get but might not get. But guys, I did not have Florian Wirtz in Liverpool's starting 11 for 25-26. This is bonkers. So as you can see by the title, I've decided to do a video of what Liverpool's team 25-26 team is going to look like. So stay tuned. But guys, if you're new here, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Content is going to be thrown at you now. It's going to be thrown in direction of your fit everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. My face is going to be everywhere. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And we're on the road to 600 subs. We're about 8 away. So it would mean a lot if I could get there at the end of this video. But let's get into what we wanted to. Let's just start with the news that broke earlier. So guys, look, as you can see on your screens now, Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. Here we go. Liverpool verbally agreed deal in principle with Bayer Leverkusen for package reaching 150 million euros, add-ons included. Player side already agreed 2 weeks ago. So he's wanted to move. We knew he wanted to move. And in this day and age, when a player wants him transferred to another club, they tend to get it. Wirtz set for medical and contract signing. This was reported at the approximate time of 9:38 UK. But guys, what a signing this is. I've seen on X all over the last 2 weeks. Oh, he's not worth it. Ryan Cherky's worth more. He's better. He's the better player for cheaper price. And I put a tweet out saying I would rather do Gyökeres and Cherky for the price of Wirtz. And I still stand by that notion, because I didn't expect us. Because I don't expect us to spend massive amounts of money. But it seems that we are, and this is the start of it. And I do think Wirtz is probably the best player available on the market. But I just thought at the time, with the money that we're spending on Florian Wirtz, we could probably add that. We could probably spend less and do a Szoboszlai, Endo, McAllister, Gravenberch kind of window. But this is phenomenal. I was never opposed to this transfer, and this is an unbelievable signing for Liverpool. But guys, let me know what you think of this, because this is a transfer that could elevate a team that's already winning a title to a multiple title winning side. And this is a signing that many clubs were interested in. Manchester City were sniffing around him. Bayern Munich was sniffing around him. We've had talks of Real Madrid, Barcelona back in 2023. A lot of these top clubs were looking at him, Chelsea. But it's Liverpool he's chosen. He said he wanted to go to Liverpool, and the deal is now confirmed by none other than Fabrizio Romano. But let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below, because this is unbelievable. So let's have a look now at what we really want to look at now. Shout out FootMob, because this is a phenomenal kind of graphic, and I don't know why Curtis Jones is in the 11. We're going to fix that very quickly, because he will not be starting games for Liverpool next year as much as these two. So Alisson, Kerkez, Van Dijk, Konate, Frimpong, Gravenberch, McAllister, Gakpo, Wirtz, Salah, and you might notice Ekitike is in there. That is what I believe Liverpool will start the Premier League season with. Obviously, Gravenberch will be suspended. He actually might not be, because I think the Palace game counts, or it might not count. I don't know. But from what I understand at the moment, Gravenberch will not be playing in the first game of the season. So this is what I believe Liverpool will have next season as a starting 11. Obviously, there's no Szoboszlai at the moment, no Luis Diaz, no Darwin Núñez, no Jota. We'll keep that for a separate video. But this is the most likely at the moment what Liverpool are going to start the season with. But just look at that attack. Look at the four in attack. Gakpo, Wirtz, Salah, Ekitike. It's unbelievable. Now, some of you might not agree with that. I know a lot of people would rather do this. I'm going to put it up right now for you. I've seen a lot of talks about this. Gyökeres, but I think what we all want is this. This is what Liverpool. This is what we want. We want Alexander Isak to be a Liverpool player come next season, but we have to be realistic as well. That transfer doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment. You know, things can change in the transfer market. As Fabrizio says, it's the transfer market. Everything can change, and that's true. So we just have to kind of see what happens with the striker developments. I'm sure we're going to bring a centre forward in with Nunez, Jota, or departing potentially Luis Diaz as well. So I think we just have to wait and see. But guys, just look at this team. I thought we'd have a team like this where we had Szoboszlai here, and maybe that's it. That's what I really thought Liverpool could be going into next season with. But to add Florian Wirtz gives us so many different ways of playing it. And this could easily change. We could have Wirtz as a false nine. Look, we could easily do this with Liverpool. Look, I'm going to bring up for you now 4-4-2. We could have Salah there. We could have another winger there. Isak there. Look, this is what it could be. And Wirtz just playing off Alexander Isak right here. But there's so many different options now that Liverpool are able to do with kind of what they have, and it just shows the quality of the squad. It shows the quality of the club that they're able to pull a player of this magnitude to Liverpool, because he rejected some top names, and sometimes it's not easy to do that, especially when you're a German player, you live in Germany, you grew up in Germany. It's very easy for you to then make the move from Leverkusen to then Bayern Munich, although that hasn't happened in such a long time until Jonathan Tah just did it. But he was basically a Bayern Munich player according to them, but it hasn't happened to be that, and he's decided to join Liverpool, and it just elevates Liverpool's team to new heights. It elevates Liverpool's team to not only a Premier League title winning side, but a team that could potentially just carry on winning league titles. And that's what Liverpool fans want. That's what I want as a Liverpool supporter. I want to see 21. I want to have that kind of barrier of being the best league English side. You know, we're currently level with United, 2 Premier League titles they have 13, but if you're talking about league titles, we're both on 20. I just want them to go up. We go level with Arsenal as well if we win another Premier League title. So it can be massive. This Wirtz still could change a lot of things. Obviously, there's still Szoboszlai that can go in this team. There's still Curtis Jones. There's still Conor Bradley. There's still Robertson. There's still Mamadashvili. And much more. The window is not even open. This is just a small window before the Club World Cup that's closing today. And finally, we get the news of Florian Wirtz. And Fabrizio Romano has also said, guys, I'm going to pull up for you guys right now that Milos Kerkez is next. And I'm going to bring up the latest report for you, because I think it's important to have a look at what's next for Liverpool. So I'm going to share you another thing, and this is, quoted by Dave Osicott from Fabrizio Romano. The next one that's going to happen is Milos Kerkez. So get ready, Liverpool fans. And I do believe he said this in his like live he was doing on YouTube. I don't know if he's still live, but he's posted a video for about 15 minutes ago. So make sure you go check that out, because all the developments of Florian Wirtz are going to be in that. But it's unbelievable that Liverpool are able to do these deals very, very quickly, very, very sharp, and it just shows how kind of amazing that Liverpool are as a football club now, being Premier League champions and being a club that a lot of players want to go to, and to pull one of the best players in the world in Florian Wirtz, and now signing a player of the quality of Milos Kerkez, he was also wanted by Manchester City. There was also some small Real Madrid links as well, but it just shows what Liverpool are, and they're able to pull players like this from clubs that are, top in the world as well. So, and this wasn't always the case. Obviously, we saw a couple of years ago, most notably, I think people remember back in 2023, where everybody was kind of pointing the finger at, the Caicedo deal and how he was supposed to go to Liverpool, and it didn't happen to be that. And it was this that kind of got everybody off guard. Moises Caicedo was just informed Liverpool that he only wants to join Chelsea, and I think everyone thought something similar might have happened with Florian Wirtz. We also saw something similar when look, I could just write players here. Look, Zubimendi rejected Liverpool. There's another one. You can write Jude Bellingham as well. Bellingham was another one, but it's happened to Liverpool quite a lot with Lavia as well. But you kind of get where I'm coming at. This is probably the first real player. Look, Liverpool called it interesting, Jude Bellingham, and then he came out and said, I always wanted Real Madrid. So The point I'm trying to make to you guys is that Liverpool. This is the first time Liverpool are signing a player of Wirtz's quality in the Premier League era in terms of big fee and money by other clubs. With Milos Kerkez, I thought that's more of a doable deal in terms of what Liverpool, where they're signing him from first and foremost. No disrespect to Bournemouth, but that step up is very high. And we've seen Hoyson go to Real Madrid, now Kerkez to Liverpool, and I'm sure some of the other players, Semenyo's been linked with Arsenal, Justin Clive has also been linked with moves away. But these are the players that Liverpool are signing in a transfer window that's not even open yet. And it just shows how shrewd Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes and Arne Slot have been in this whole transfer strategy that's been employed at Liverpool, and it's working its wonders. Last year we had a very, very quiet summer, but next season looks to be another brilliant season for Liverpool, with a very, very busy summer this year with Florian Wirtz, with Milos Kerkez, with Jeremy Frimpong, who we've not even spoken about. I'm sure with a striker, a new left winger with Diaz's future unknown. But it's the summer of change. It's the summer of Liverpool doing very, very good business. It's the summer of champions and the summer of spending large amounts of money. Guys, what do you think Liverpool's team will look like next season? Because, like I said before, this is generally what I believe Liverpool's team will look like come the start of the season. If you disagree, if you agree, let me know in the comments below. Give me your thoughts and give me your 11s. I want to see what you guys have cooked up your sleeve. You might have some, out of the box shouts. But let me know what you think below. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. The race to 600 subs, guys. 8 more. It's down to you. Take care.